Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on November the 6th, 2020. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So before we dive into that, just a quick look at the US election results here. Everything is still in the holding pattern. The election hasn't been called yet because the race is still very tight between Biden and Trump here. So the number of votes here are still the same. Biden needs 270 to win, and he has 264 that have been called as of right now, and President Trump here has 214. So, excuse me. So it's still close, and there's no clear winner yet. Now, looking at what's happening in the markets at the moment, we have seen the stock markets rally, and the reason for this rally is because even though there's no clear winner here, what we do see is that Biden does have the lead at this point. Now, of course, that can change, but the market is expecting, with the way things hold right now, there's a split government. So even though Biden may be winning, normally Biden's victory would have been negative for the stock markets because the Democrats were looking to put more taxes in place and make some changes to the tax policy and so forth, which would harm the businesses. However, we have seen the stock market rally here, and part of the reason is because the Senate is still likely to be in Republican control, which means Democrats don't have a clear victory, which means they won't be able to pass the laws that they want. So we are basically looking at a split government still. So regardless of who the president will be, the government is split, which means they won't have enough majority to pass these regulations that would be negative for the business. So stock market has been happy as a result of that. And also we heard from Fed today, and Fed essentially said that they are going to do whatever is needed in order to support the economy. So coming up on Friday here, we do have important data coming up. We have non-farm payroll numbers for the U.S. So a very busy week for U.S. in terms of everything that's going on. Now, non-farm payroll generally tends to be an important market-moving event. So this whole week is basically crazy volatile for the U.S. dollar. And the stock market. So this will have an impact on the stock market as well. So if we see that the employment numbers are better, that will be good for the stock markets, and we are likely to see the US dollar go up as well. Now for Canada as well, we have employment numbers here. So same thing, if the employment numbers are positive, we're likely to see the Canadian dollar go up as a result of that. So let's go on to our charts now. So we'll start off with our euro dollar here. So we see price has gone through this major support resistance level. So this is looking bullish here. And in terms of just from the technical perspective here, looking for price to go up into 1.1880 level here. And then we are looking at this important support resistance level. So if price is not able to make through this one, as we have seen, price has not been able to make through this level since August. And so we may see this type of a move here. Overall, this is moving, trading in a big range here. So we may see similar behavior tomorrow as well. So for now, bias is bullish, target is 1.1880. And only if it goes through this would I be looking for the next level here, which is 1.1930. Pound dollar here, this one is looking bullish. So I would say bullish to neutral here because we are right into this resistance. Last time price had done a similar move. We had seen a big momentum move here right into the resistance. and then price came all the way back. So we may see a similar move, so watch out for that. If it doesn't go through, we could see this move back into this range. Again, price has been trading in this range for a while. Only if we see price go through this resistance, then we are targeting the next level. So neutral to bullish here. And should it go through the resistance, then we are looking at 1.3250 and potentially higher. Aussie dollar here, this one as well, we see that price has gone through the resistance here. And the candle close for the day is also bullish. Now we may see a pullback into 0.7240, and then if it holds, we're likely to see a further move to the upside here. So bullish bias 0.7350 is the target for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar here, this is looking bullish. We see that price has gone through this resistance level here. Now we are into this major support resistance level here. Price has struggled with this level last time in June or July of 2019. It struggled, and now we are back into that level again. So neutral to bullish here because of this major support resistance level. So only if it gets through that, then we are looking at 0.6840. So first target here is 0.6790. And then only if it goes through that, we are looking for a further move higher. But for now, because this is a major support resistance level, we could get this move to the downside again. This is what happened the last two times as well. So watch out for that support resistance level at 0.6790. Dollar CAD here, we saw price drop through the support level. It had been trading in this range for a while. And this is the first time price has gone through this since August of 2020. At this point, this is bearish. We are seeing a pullback into that resistance level. And if it holds here, then we are looking for a further move to the downside, and target would be 1.2990. So bias is bearish here for dollar CAD. Euro pound here, this is looking bearish as well. We have a nice big pin bar, and bias is bearish here. So looking for a pullback and then a potential drop here. First target will be 0.8960 and then 0.8920. So bearish bias here for Euro pound. Euro Swiss franc here, price has just been sideways in this range here. So right now, neutral to bearish bias, we see a big rejection here. So likely to see price drop. It is coming back into the range. Target here is 1.0670 and then 1.0650. So neutral to bearish bias here for Euro Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc prices again into resistance. We see it did go to test the highs, but then it has turned around from there. And now it is still trading in a range, so neutral bias here for pound Swiss franc. And if it doesn't go through here, we're looking for a move back towards the bottom of the range. And in this case, the first target would be 1.1800, and then looking for the bottom 1.1720. Dollar Swiss franc here, this one is looking bearish here. We are into support, so watch out for that. Bias is bearish. Next target is 0.9000. So bearish bias back, looking for a price to move back into the support here. Pound yen here. Pound yen has been trading sideways here for a number of weeks here. So we saw a rejection. Today, price did bounce off of the support level, but it is going sideways. So if it doesn't go through this resistance levels, right into this resistance at 136.30, so looking at the hourly here, we see that price has been struggling with this level. And if we were to zoom out here, this is an important support resistance level. So if it holds below 136.20, then basically I'm looking for price to come back down here towards 135. So we have this inefficient move. I am looking for that inefficient move to get filled. So bias is bearish here. First target would be 135, and then we're looking at 134.50. But it may struggle right into 134.80, so watch out for that. So bearish bias here for pound yen. Euro yen, this is looking bearish as well. Price has struggled with this level and is holding. So last 2 days, we see rejection here. And now I'm looking for price to come back towards the bottom of this little range that it has been trading in. So 124.65 is the first target, and second target is 121. So bearish bias for euro yen. Dollar yen here, big drop in dollar yen, and looking for a further drop here. 103 is the first target, and then 102.30 is the second target. So bearish bias here for dollar yen. Aussie yen is neutral here. It is into this support resistance level. And for the last 2 days, it hasn't been able to break through. So if it fails today as well, then we're likely to see this move back down towards 74. So neutral bias here for Aussie yen. New Zealand yen here, this one is also neutral, or neutral to bearish, I should say. Price has been struggling with this level for a number of weeks now. So if it doesn't go through, I would be looking for a move back down again towards 68.80. So bias here is neutral for New Zealand yen. CAD yen here, this one is bearish. We see that price, the candle close for the day was bearish, and now it pulled back into the 79.36 level here, and this is looking bearish. So oil has taken a dive because of all these closures, the lockdowns we are starting to see now. That is negative for oil, because if everything shuts down, the oil demand goes down. So bearish bias here, first target would be 78.85, and then we're looking at 78.50. So bearish bias here for CAD yen. So when oil goes down, Canadian dollar suffers. Pound New Zealand here, we see price has been dropping here. It has slowly been making the way down. 1.9320 is the first target here. So bearish bias. Next target here is 1.9265. So pound New Zealand is bearish. Euro New Zealand, this is also looking bearish. Price is trying to break through the support here. Next target is 1.7320. So bearish bias. EuroCAD here, this one is going sideways. It's been trying here to go higher, but it has been failing. So euro not doing so well. Canadian dollar is not doing that well either because of the oil demand dropping, or the oil prices dropping because of the drop in oil demand here. So for now, this is neutral. If it holds below 1.55, I'd be looking for price to come back into the range again. Pound CAD here, this one is looking bullish. Next target, so we do have a big bullish candle close here. Next target is 1.7220. And if it goes through that, then we're looking at 1.7280. But the first concern would be this resistance. If it fails here, we're basically looking for a move back into this range here. But for now, bias is bullish. 1.7220 is the target. Euro Aussie here, nice drop for the day here. Bias is bearish. And if it holds where it is currently, 1.6320, then we're looking for a move back into 1.6120. So bias here is bearish for Euro Aussie. Pound Aussie here, this is neutral to bearish here. The candle close isn't very strong, but as long as it holds below 1.8140, I'd be looking for a drop here towards 1.7990. So bearish bias here for Pound Aussie. Let's take a look at silver here. Big move up in silver, looking bullish here. Next target is 75.55. And should it go through that, we're looking at 26.20, so bullish bias for silver. The only thing to watch out for here would be this 25.50 level. And if it doesn't go through, we can see a move back into the range. So overall price has been trading in this range here, and we are likely to see a drop if it fails at the high. Gold also looking quite bullish here, big bullish candle close for the day. So bias is bullish. 1960 is the next target, and then we are into 1972. So for this bullishness to continue, we need to see a hold above 1932 level or 1930 level, because if it fails, if it goes through this level, we are back into this range again. And in that case, I'd be looking for a move like that. So for now, bias here is bullish with caution though, because if it doesn't hold, we're coming back down. Oil here, oil not looking that great. And this is bearish. We see that price is holding here. So with the number of coronavirus cases increasing around the world, and we are seeing number of closures in different countries, this is negative for the oil. So bias is bearish here. First target is 36.80. And then we are looking at 35.20, so bearish bias for oil. Copper here, not looking that great either. It's been stuck in this range for a number of days, so I'd be looking for a move towards 3.02 and then 2.98, so bearish bias for copper. Bitcoin here, going through the roof. We are back into those levels that we haven't seen in a long time here. And looking bullish still. It is right into this resistance here, but it is bullish. Next target here, so 15,900 and then 16,400 should it go through that. So bullish bias here for Bitcoin. S&P 500, we see that price has been very bullish in this over the last several days here. And so bullish bias here, I would watch out for this pullback here. If it holds above 34.70, then we are looking for a move back up. However, I wouldn't count on that. The elections here, there's a lot of volatility, a lot of uncertainty in regards to what's going to happen. So I would still expect volatility here. Once the results come out, there may be, or there are going to be lawsuits and whole bunch of uncertainty. So until we have clear-cut results, this is likely to be problematic. So for now, bullish bias with caution though. 35.50 is the first target, and should it go through that, we're looking at 35.85. So bullish bias, but with caution. NASDAQ here, NASDAQ also has been a one-way street here. Markets expecting, not expecting a clear majority for Democrats. As a result, we were seeing this big move to the upside, but watch out for the uncertainty with the results. So again, bullish bias with caution though. Next target is 12,265. So bullish bias here for NASDAQ as well. Dow Jones here, this is looking bullish as well. In terms of the pullback, we are looking at potentially into 28,000 and then a further move to the upside here. So this is bullish. 28,930 is the target. And then we have DAX here. This is looking bullish as well. Next target is 12,700. FTSE as well, looking bullish. It is into resistance right where it is currently, so watch out for that. Next target is 59.68, but it has to hold above this 59.20 first. So bullish bias, but with caution. And Nikkei here, Nikkei breaking through this previous highs here at all-time highs. So this is looking bullish here, not all-time high, sorry. It's going towards the all-time highs here. Next target is 24,465. So bullish bias here for Nikkei as well. So that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll see what happens with the election results, and then I'll see you on Sunday. Bye for now.